looks like it's starting. Nice. All right. Back in business. So did we set the focus? All right, welcome to the start of the live stream. 3 days in a row. I'm gonna start handing out trophies to myself. Anyway. Let's get started with some nice shooting this morning. Alright. Hello everybody, welcome to the live stream. Hopefully we won't run into the problems we had yesterday with the stream not running. So we will see. We will see. Starting off pretty nice this morning, feeling pretty good. Again, another great day. Temperature is really nice out here. It's nice and cool. Shots are feeling pretty good. Video output low. Nope. Looks like it's complaining like yesterday. Hey Wendy, how's it going? Good to see you, or hear from you again. I mean, not see you. It hasn't kicked off yet, so I think so far we're safe. YouTube is complaining to me that video output is poor, but we'll see. That was good. Yeah. All right. Oh, now I was watching this morning because, well, time-wise and stuff. Actually watching, I guess it's the national finals. I think that's the official title. I could be wrong. In Great Britain at GB Archery in, what was it, Lilleshall? So that was actually pretty neat to see. And it's interesting to see how they have their finals venue set up. We really need to do some more. We need to do more things like that in the U.S. All right, pretty good. A little close to the other arrows. Oh, the Chaser Riser yesterday. It went great. It shoots nice. There's definitely there's nothing like majorly wrong with it. Like overall, it's a good riser. For for me at this point, because I have so many hours and so many thousands of arrows behind this one, I am still like just a little more comfortable. Like I know this bow. The Python though, like if I didn't own this one, I would be shooting that one without a doubt all the time. Well, obviously yes, you could say I wouldn't have a choice because I wouldn't have another bow. But no, it is a really nice riser, and I'm really happy with how it shoots and things like that. And it's not a big change between the X10 and the Python. The Python is a little bit like smoother as you release, which is interesting for me because I'm used to this bow being very snappy, which the two aren't. You know, they're just two different ways of like how the bow feels when it shoots. It's not really a good or a bad. There's a lot of preference there, but other than that, yeah, no, I'm really happy with it. I'll probably just keep switching back and forth between the live streams until I really put together a review. There'll be like little points that I'll point out of it. No, I haven't found a riser yet that's completely perfect, and it depends on your situation too and what you run into, because some things on some risers are very situational, where it's like, ooh, this doesn't work so well when you do this or that. So yeah, no. Overall though, if you're looking to buy a riser, a high-end riser, that's definitely one I would recommend, because it is well made. I haven't had any problems with that. It shoots really reliably. Every shot, unless I do something really weird, they always feel the same, and the ones that don't, it's because I, the archer, did something incorrect. I had a weird release, or I was just playing around with something and did something really kind of stupid. But yeah, other than that, I've been really happy with the quality of that rod. Man, it's cutting out again. I'm gonna hardwire it and see if that actually does anything. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah. Well. Okay, so we've been trying to off camera, like when I'm not live streaming, we've been trying to discuss this at my house, trying to figure out what's going on with this. It seemed like day one, when I came back 2 days ago to live streaming, I didn't have the camera down at the target. It wasn't working. The IP changed because we changed our router and things like that. But it seemed to stream fine. Like I'm not running into issues here. If you guys can even hear this, because it's really buffering right now. So we're trying to figure out what's wrong. I doubt it's that little camera down there, really like clogging up all the bandwidth, because I've used it in the past, especially at shooting. I've used it for shooting 70 meters. You have seen that in the other live streams in the past, and I haven't had such buffering problems. Like this is like a big hassle. So I don't know. I might have to just hardwire my laptop right to the router, to the internet, so that we can try to cut out some of these variables that may be causing issues. Because right now, the camera down at the target runs to the router that then sends the signal to this laptop via Wi-Fi. So kind of roundabout. I'll figure it out though. So that was my first end. I'm gonna go down, pull them, and then I'll be back and we'll shoot some more. Alright, so it says the stream health is good. It hasn't unbuffered itself though. Oh, nope, went back to low. It looks like this live stream is going to have to be piecemealed together. I haven't put the one up from yesterday yet, but I actually had to, oh, this is bad. I actually had to download the live stream. Well, I took 2 of the big clips because it was broken up by YouTube into like 5 little videos, because every time we had a major, I don't know, what do you call it? You know, video delay, where the internet couldn't keep up with the video, YouTube would break it into another video. So I had like 5 of them, and I took like the 2 ones that weren't like sub 30 seconds, and yeah, I made that into a video that will go up at some point, but it looks like I'm going to be in the same situation for this one because yeah, it's a disaster. See if I'm gonna try something. Maybe it'll work. Alright, we'll see if this gets a ton of delays and, you know, buffering, you know, all that nonsense. I took off, as you can see, the target cam. It is no longer in the game. I want to see if that actually solves our streaming issue. Still seems like it's lagging behind. Let's see. Is it gonna catch up? Man, it's pretty far behind. Okay. It does look like it looks like it caught up. I do just have this one camera here, so that might solve our issue. Too close. Way too close. Again, we're running into the same problem as yesterday. I may be in the shade here, but the target's also in the shade, and I actually really can't see my arrows. So, yeah, that's alright though. But at least the live stream's back up, or at least it, hopefully, I don't know. Internet sometimes. Nope. Went down again. Completely offline. It actually took me offline.
Wow.
Oh, we're back. Maybe if we grab that cable there and we'll plug it into the back of here and see what it does. That wasn't as good. Wow, still, I don't know what's going on, because it's not like anybody's downloading anything crazy here. Yeah, this is as bad, if not maybe even worse than yesterday. And I'm down a camera now. So I think the next option I'm going to try is I'm going to take the wired line that we wired in the target cam, and I'm going to plug that into the laptop here, and hopefully it stabilizes our really bad internet. Secretly, I'm being throttled by my ISP. Yeah? Not what YouTube's telling me. So, I actually just got a message saying that it's working well. Not on here, but from somebody else that was checking out the live stream. So if anybody that's watching on here, just leave a comment if it's actually not like super laggy and buffering, because on my side, from my view, I'm having major connection issues for some reason. Yes, this is the Sure Shot Archery Tech channel now. Welcome. Okay, so that was another set of arrows. I'm going to go down, pull them, and I'm going to go and grab that Ethernet cable and plug that into the back of this laptop. See if that solves issues. All right, so I plugged in, the hard line, and now we're hardwired to my router. Hopefully that solves something. If not, I might have to do a lot of work playing around with things off screen to see if we can make this a little more stable, because I'm sure it's frustrating for you. You should be me, because it was working fine just a couple months ago with both cameras, so I don't understand why this is an issue. And out of the last 3 days, we actually keep going back a little bit further. I'm actually closer than ever to my router, so that, no, it should be fine. Alright, well, let's get back to the shooting. It's going pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good overall. You know, obviously I could probably get them a little bit better into my face, but they could be a lot worse, and they're feeling pretty, excuse me, consistent. So, gotta work on keeping my wrist bent. Now it looks like it's buffering again. That was close. Too close. Oh, but it did shoot really nice. I don't know if it picks it up on this camera or not when they slap together. It's probably the most it's probably not the most healthy thing for the arrows, but it happens. It happens. All right, I don't know. It kind of looks like it's more stabilized. We'll keep our fingers crossed, because internet and YouTube seem to have have their own agenda. All right, so that was another end down. I'm gonna go down there, pull the arrows, and I'll be back. If anybody has any questions or anything, just leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll answer them. If not, that's cool. We're just hanging out and shooting some arrows and just talking about either problems with internet connections or whatever else, hopefully archery related, comes to mind. I was watching the UK shoot. I was talking about that before. I don't know how much got cut off, but they were having their I guess their national finals. It's phrased something like that, and it's basically, I guess, to figure out who's going to be on their national team or not. I don't have all the details on that, but it was fun to watch when I was watching it. I think it's still probably going on, but anyway, I'll be back. I gotta pull some arrows. Alright, what are my archery goals? I have lots of archery goals. Like shooting wise, I would definitely like to, qualify for the US Olympic team. That would be a lot of fun. But I would definitely like to make the US national team or the US international team. I've been fairly close on several occasions. This year we've been working a lot on form, so I'm further down in the rankings than I, really intended. But I have a coach now that's, really great to work with, and I feel like I'm making a lot of good progress. So we'll see how it goes next year. I did shoot for the 2016 Olympics. I did shoot the required score to be qualified to shoot. I didn't make my country's team, but that's okay. It was still a really good experience. Other than that, I don't know, there's a lot of other things I want to do, like outside archery. Like I enjoy doing this and like the other, video aspects of it, and really sharing archery and getting it out there to a wider audience, not necessarily just archers, but to non-archers, and maybe getting them interested in archery. Because for me, the sport has really helped me out a lot, and I feel like sharing that with others, I don't know, it's gonna help them. They're gonna enjoy it, hopefully as much as I do, if maybe even more. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. there's a lot of goals. Majority are archery related, but yeah, I don't know. That's what I got in mind so far. Competitions was, what was it, 6:36? Don't quite quote me on that, but it's right around there, 6:35. I have said it in another live stream. I don't think I'm off by more than like 1 or 2 points up or down. Not a bad score. Again, it was a qualifying score to be eligible to shoot in the Olympics, as long as you made your team's team, or I think that's how it worked. So of course, the U.S. has got amazing archery, talent overall. There's a lot of people that shoot here, so that score, it wasn't quite wasn't quite enough to make the team. But that's all right. I felt really good about it, and I learned a lot. It was also my first experience of actually going to Olympic trials and things like that. It's about the same as like a regular USAT event, but there is something slightly different about it. I don't know, I wasn't like nervous or anything, but man, I feel like everybody, because the first one's open to the entire country in the U.S. Everybody comes out for that shoot. There'll be guys, guys and girls that haven't shot in 20, maybe 30 years, that are like, I'm going for the Olympics this year, which is cool, but it's just, you just get a lot of people you've never shot with. Because, so when you do the circuit in the US, basically it's the same people for the whole year. You don't have too many people drop out of it, and you don't have too many new people jump in. Like maybe for nationals is when it changes up a little bit, because it's nationals, so some people only shoot nationals. But for the rest of the circuit, you're basically shooting with the same men and women the entire time. But for the Olympics, for that first one that's open to everybody, whew, people are coming out of the woodwork left and right, which is not a bad thing. It's great to see all these people, trying out for archery. But as somebody that shoots the events, all the events every single year, it's kind of like, oh, all right. didn't expect that competition, but that's okay, Got to improve myself some more so that I can, be more eligible. be a better competitor. Other than that, definitely like it would be really great to make World Cup teams and you know, World Championship teams and things like that, because I think there's a lot of opportunities, you know, well, enjoyment for me to shoot, because I would just love to shoot in those different places, but even like sharing that with my fellow archers and people not in archery, again, back to like the filming stuff. There's a lot of opportunities that that no one's even remotely close to sharing to the level that I've thought of. No, I'm sorry, I'm not sharing that. You can buy the rights though. Anyway, yeah, honestly I put a lot of thought into archery, and you know, my shooting and just the filming and sharing of it. I know I kind of keep repeating myself, but oh man, it's going pretty good. Some of them are a little off, but it's coming along. I'll have to I don't know, I might have to borrow them from my coach or something. I'll find some. I might have to put a video together. I need a few more days and or possibly weeks like working on this release, but I really think I should do a comparison video between like old Anthony's release and current Anthony's release, because I think it's gonna be pretty amazing. Just shots wise, just me shooting these arrows, they feel so much better with how this release is going, and I know there's still room for improvement there. Like I'm doing good, but it's not great, and I feel like I can get to a really great release where I'm getting, you know, not harsh contact into your neck, but where I'm just, you know, brushing by my neck every single shot, every single time, the same distance and everything. Like the top archers do, like him and Brady and all those. They, for the most part, they all have very consistent releases, and there's a reason, because it lets them be so much more accurate in their shooting. They get tighter groups, they shoot higher scores then, and then they win things. So I don't know, this is going to be so much fun. Like it's close. It's close. It's like it's good, but it can be better. So I don't know. It's really fun sharing these moments with everybody too. Hopefully everybody else gets, you know, some level of enjoyment that I'm getting out of this. Or maybe it's just inspiring you to want to go out, you know, later today and, you know, shoot some more arrows and things like that, because, you know, that's kind of the point. And we might be entering the buffering land again. Yep. Did a poor job setting that one up. Sorta. Try it again. Alright, that was better. It's going pretty well overall. how's everybody else doing? How's everybody else's shooting going? If you wish to share, just let me know. I'd be curious to read. Did you shoot a new personal best this year? Anybody have like a really fun personal archery achievement that they reached? A goal they met. That would be really cool to hear in the comments section down below. If you do want to share, no pressure of course, but I think even if it's a small thing, like I shot a 60 this year at, I don't know, at 70 meters, like that's like congratulations, that's awesome, that's really neat. I remember, well, there's been several times now I've shot 60s, but every time it is a little special because you just feel so on your shot. Or maybe you shot a new personal best, maybe you broke into like the 500s at 70 meters and you've never shot like a 501 before, or even if it's a 401 or a 301, it doesn't matter. But if it's a new achievement for you, that is awesome, and I would love to read them in the comments section if you want to share. Besides that, I'm actually going to go down and pull these arrows, and I will be right back. Take my water bottle with me. Okay, made it back. Let's see, any comments? Oh, okay. So my bow's it makes like a cracking sound. That is actually interesting. So I have two sets of veracity limbs, but the way the limb pockets are set up, or I guess how the python is designed, it seems to have a little less contact with the limb, so it actually doesn't make that little cracking sound. For this bow, it makes it because there's a lot of contact between the limb and the riser right in, it's gonna be small to see, but right in this section here. And what it is it's like pushing, I mean, not quite pushing, it's rubbing basically on the clear coat, and it's making that noise because it's applying some pressure to that that clear coat. There shouldn't be any issues from that. I've had it on limbs in the past. As long as the sound's coming from like down in here, I'm cool. If it starts sounding like it's making noise up in like these sections, then probably not cool, because it definitely shouldn't be making noise in here. But listening to it, I definitely hear the cracking. It's not really cracking, but sorta. Like that's the best way to explain it. It was a good word to use, but like the rubbing sound is definitely coming from like the limb pocket area, especially up by these limb alignment bolts in here. And I've switched out two other limbs, just messing around, because I have two sets of veracity limbs, and then I have a super old set of Hoyt Epics. I think they're Epics. Hoyt Epic limbs that are, I think they came out before the Hoyt HPX. So like we're talking like pre-2006 here. I have a pair of those, and they actually don't make noise. But they're too light of weight to shoot and stuff like that. And my other pair of veracity limbs are actually too heavy for this bow. But that's another story. So yeah, I don't see there being any problems. It's done it now for a majority of the time I've had it. I think when I first got it, for some reason it didn't click. But since then I have moved my limb bolts out further because I was shooting heavier weight on this bow, so it could be changing a little bit the angle of the limb, and it could be causing it to run into the riser a little bit more. I don't think it's causing any like major damage. I think it's just a minor rubbing of the clear coat finish. But no, really good point to point out there, because yeah, it could be a major problem otherwise. And sometimes archers don't realize if their equipment's doing something really weird until somebody else points it out, like, hey, look, your screw's missing from from this spot. Be like, oh, really? I didn't know that fell out. I was wondering why it was doing this, or like it's happened in the past. So thank you for bringing that up. If they were to break, though, it would be quite a wouldn't be fun for me. It would be entertaining to have it caught on video, because most of those things don't get caught on video. But let's not have that happen though, because that would suck. 'Oh, well, that's awesome, Sandra. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, that's a really nice score. And yes, it is definitely a great feeling when you've put a lot of work into practicing, and then that really pays off with having a great performance at a big shoot like that. So congratulations. That's really that's an awesome achievement. And yeah, see, look, practice does pay off as long as you're doing it well and correctly and consistently. $12.29 is also a very nice FIDA score. I know a lot of people are really excited just to break that 1200 mark. So that's welcome to the 1200 club. Everybody, I guess the next big one everybody's trying for is I would love to make the 1300. I broke into 1200 a few years ago. We had I broke it with the full FIDA, the original full FIDA, and then it was low though because I was a lot younger, and then I broke it with the double 70, so back-to-back 70 meters. I was actually all in the same day. I broke that version of a FIDA. Now I know people probably don't quite count them the same, but I didn't break 1250. I was close. I was in like the 1240s, but yeah, a lot of fun. That day I was so excited. That was awesome. Just personal best after personal best. Going pretty good. Man, it looks like we're running into a lot of video problems again, so hopefully what I said has gone through. If not, well, hopefully this goes through. I'm really sorry. Sometimes I try to tuck this. Well, don't want to do that. We want to do this. This happening. This has definitely been for me like the war on bad habits year. We've been doing a lot of self-improvement here. It's a lot of like, all right, think, focus. You know, need to do it this way. We need to do it this way. Bad habits are really hard to work out, especially been doing them for so long. It's like 12 or 13 years of a bad release and nobody wants to help you. Like nobody wanted to tell me that it wasn't the greatest. It was like, ah, it's fine. It'll work. No? Okay. Alright, I'm being told that we're not having a buffering problem, so YouTube's lying to me because it's telling me I'm having video issues. Lies. Alright. Pretty good. Oop. Almost got 2 arrows there. Wasn't quite set up. Really not trying to build on bad things here, so I'm gonna set that one, let that one down, and let's try again. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, let's try this. Boom. Nice. Very nice. Alright, well, it's still going pretty well. I think I'm going to try to shoot one more. I think we did, what, one in that end that was a little, So, not too bad. I think we're going to go for, I think this might be actually number 6. So we're going to go for another set of arrows. So stay tuned. Any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, leave them down below and I'll talk about them next end. If not, we can just hang out and I'll shoot arrows. It's actually nice to, like, nobody around here shoots. You know, I shoot by myself, like physically shooting by myself. You know, there's other people here that you don't see, which is great. They're fantastic. But there's something about, you know, being able to, you know, talk with people on here and shoot. It's a different dynamic than shooting with actual archers next to you, but it's got its own place. And it's very interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna go pull these. I'll be back. All right, made it back. I'm gonna start placing bets on, well, we've been pretty stable now, but I'm curious to see how many videos YouTube has decided to cut this stream into. I think it'll be entertaining, at least for me, and then I'll be kicking myself a little bit because it's kind of a pain in the butt. Where am I supposed to be standing? I think I'm standing here, but yeah. All right. Not quite on that one. Yeah. Ooh. All right. How do I improve my archery? So yeah, my main resource now has been my coach. In the past, there'd be like a particular archer. I would like how they shoot, or it could be several archers too, like just certain aspects of their shot, and I would do my best to like emulate what they're doing. The problem is that you can't see all the angles with that. So like it's not a bad way to try to learn something, or it's not a bad way either. Like if your coach is like, okay, you're working on, I don't know, your release, and work on it this way. You see how this, and then he turns around or she turns around and says, hey, check out, I don't know, Kim's release, or somebody's release, or Kibo Bay's release. There we go. If you're a female shooter, maybe they'll have you watch a female archer. Whatever your choice is. Anyway, look at this archer's release and watch it and see how it's working for them, so that you can have that picture in your mind, and then hopefully try to apply that with what your coach showed you, and then the idea, okay, it needs to look like like this. And then try to put all that together, and maybe those resources can help you learn that aspect of your shot better. For me, I did that a lot when I was younger, and I didn't really have like a steady coach, or my coach was far away, and it was fine. It depends on how you apply it and stuff like that. It probably also helps if you have other people shooting around you. For me though, I think at this point in time, even though I haven't like set new personal bests yet, having a coach that I can go and see like once a week and have a lesson where he can really show me and help me like feel like I need to be able to feel how like something's supposed to work. It works really well for me. I need to be able to like visualize. I need to see it in front of me, and then I can close my eyes and visualize it and see, okay, this is how we're doing. Coach right in front of me, showing me, like this Anthony. He's even he'll even pick up my bow and just, just draw it back and look, see, this is how you need to, to draw back. Stuff like that for me is extremely helpful. I've tried like working with people that were not like local, and I think it works for some people, but for others, such as myself, it's just not that that handy for me. I need that, that like a one-on-one, hands-on, experience. Help me, show me and help me like feel what I'm doing. Like I've been doing this long enough that, like I guess like muscle development wise and stuff, and like the basics, I'm good with that. Like I know how to shoot a bow. I just need to now know how to shoot it more efficiently. Because I could shoot before I had a coach, but I need to learn how to shoot it more efficiently. And like once I get that hands-on, learning, then boom, I catch on to things pretty quick. I would say the one that I've been working on the most right now is been this release. I think it's the hardest one for me, but it's also, I think, my biggest handicap I'm putting on myself. I think that's the right way to use it. It's the biggest disadvantage I'm giving myself in my quality of shooting currently. So once I really smooth out this release and get it so that it's not coming out when I shoot and it's going back and it's touching my neck, my quality of shooting should greatly increase, because it's just going to be it's going to be so much more like reliable and consistent, mostly consistent, because I'm going to be doing the same thing every time, not these weird flyaway things and then like trying to tuck it back in, and then yeah, it's interesting. But again, another really great question. Thank you for asking it. I believe I covered it well. Well, up to let me read it again just in case I missed something. Yeah, okay, I definitely feel like I answered that that fully. Don't want to miss anything. I'm not trying to shortchange anybody on answers here. If I don't know something, I will definitely tell you. Oh, that was too close. It shot pretty nice though. Oh well, it's only a knock, right? Only a knock. Maybe a pin. Alright, one last arrow here. Nope. Yeah. Too worried about like, wait, should I put it here, put it there? Alright, let's give this a go. Nice. Yeah, that went pretty well. All right, so I think that's gonna wrap up this live stream. A little break now, take care of some other things, and then yeah, we'll see if I'm back tomorrow or not. I heard we have some weather coming in, possibly, or maybe later. We'll see. I do usually take one day off from shooting too, so it might be tomorrow. I'll see how things go. I only do like 6 days a week. Other than that, thank you so much for coming out and watching the stream and participating. Really great questions. So thank you. With that, happy shooting, and I'll see you guys next time.